Good morning. I'm doing something a little bit different today. It is day 91, rise and shining together. And I'm going to let you have a little view of my beautiful background here while I read to you, because I can't say it any better than God says it. And this was, as usual, every day, it is just what I needed. And I hope it's what you need too. So I want everybody to take a deep breath, and we're going to read Psalm 46. It is a very famous psalm. It's actually not written by David. It is written by the descendants of Korah. And it even says it's supposed to be sung in soprano voices. My daughter's a singer, and I have a lot of singers in my family. I'm not one. I think soprano is the higher voice. Anyway, I actually have read through this a couple of times today and meditated on it and prayed on it. And I even tried to sing it in my head with, like a song. But I won't do that to you all. Okay, so the title of today is Be Still. So I want everybody to really take a deep breath, relax, calm down, whatever is going on. Push the pause button on those thoughts, on your to-do list. If you're like me, you're already into like a month's to-do list from now, in overwhelm. So let's take it down a notch. Okay, here we go. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam. Let the mountains tremble as the waters surge. A river brings joy to the city of our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. It cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. The nations are in chaos, and their kingdoms crumble. God's voice thunders, and the earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Come see the glorious works of the Lord. See how he brings destruction upon the world. He causes wars to end throughout the earth. He breaks the bow and snaps the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Wow. And I'm going to talk just a little bit about this, just personally, and make another analogy. I know literally we have wars going on in our world right now. This is April 1st of the year 2022, and that is no joke. Don't we wish that war going on right now was an April Fool's joke? It is no joke. But be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world. So we know the answer to all of this. And even though it's hard to see it in the midst of all of it, and in your personal life, think of the wars and the earthquakes and oceans roaring and foaming, mountains trembling. This is our thought life, right? Can't you feel like your thoughts do this to you? We aren't in the present moment, and we get overtaken by expectations that we have on ourselves, that we think others have on us, all the things that we have to get done. Currently, right now, we are headed out of town, and when you've got to go out of town, hey, good morning, and you're like, is everything taken care of? You know, you can get sort of in that like, I'm worrying about like, will the dogs be taken care of the way I would take care of them? Like I even do that with my dogs. Like I've got the most wonderful, trusted house sitter and pet sitter, and yet I still worry. Like, are they gonna miss me? Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Like, getting all the passengers in the car, their luggage. Like I'm already there this afternoon. Like, is it all gonna fit? Is everybody gonna be comfortable? Are we gonna be stuck in traffic? Oh, my clients are going to want to see a house, of course, like tomorrow, and I'm not in the house, you know, like getting all of the ducks in a row, all of the things that I've got to do when I come back. And then I'm like, am I going to be able to even enjoy this vacation? Am I going to be so caught in the whirlwind of my thoughts and all of the, you know, there's a lot of exciting things going on too. It's not all bad. Even exciting things can be overwhelming. All our dreams and plans and ambitions. Were you getting like caught up in my whirlwind with me? Or it was maybe triggering you and yours? You know, we've got all the time in the world. God is still God. He's taking care of all of it. It's not all up to you, sister or brother. And you can like be here now. When we're too caught up in what we didn't get done yesterday, how are we going to get it all done tomorrow, next week, a month from now, we miss out on the beauty that is today. Look at this. Like if I let myself get too caught up in that and I don't remind myself to be still, I miss these beautiful sunrises, the beautiful moments that happen throughout the day when God shows up and provides the answers. I can think of something, and just the other night, I was really caught up in worry because there was a big storm that was coming, and my son was downtown, and we were kind of watching the radar and going, oh no, he's, you know, we were really worried about, you know, him getting home safely. He's an adult, he can take care of himself, but, you know, still. And, you know, I went to sleep that night with some peace, and God woke me up just in time. He allowed me to wake up, check my phone and the weather, text him real quickly. He was okay. I could peacefully sleep again. Like God, you know, God is in those moments. He took care of me. He was taking care of him. He was reassuring me. So even in he's that personal. So I need to remind myself of that because I have a lot of PTSD in my nervous system, not only from growing up in sort of a chaotic, dysfunctional environment and always moving. So personally for me, it actually feels at home to feel chaotic, as weird as that sounds, because it's so familiar to my nervous system. So when things are calm, and I'm learning to be this new person who is more calm, doesn't totally feel normal to me. Like, it's like, we've got something has to be worried about, you know, so that's actually a feeling of home for me that used to be. I'm learning, I'm moving over here to this new way of being, but I'm not quite, you know, I haven't put my pictures on the wall and my furniture in the right place. So I'm still in a transition period, and I've had enough of it to know I was like, yeah, that's where I want to live. But all those familiar patterns of being are still there in my head, even though I'm learning to be a new way. So that's why I've really got to put guardrails up. And for me, going to God's word every morning, having this prayer and meditation time with him, and even talking about it to people so I can really process it and move it from here to here and be still and know. And I've got you, Felicia. He's telling me I've got you. And he's telling you, Vicki and Jacob, and all of the those of you that are watching, he's got you. You can take a deep breath and be still. That doesn't mean that we don't have an active role in our lives and in our communities and pray for the world and, you know, all the things. But he's assuring us he will be honored by every nation, and he will be honored throughout the world. He's the one in control and taking charge. You just need to tune into him and do what step as he's guiding you. Speak as he's guiding you to speak. And when you get too far ahead of him, that's when that anxiety creeps in and you start thinking that it's all up to you. Just take a deep breath and just go, be still and know. So I'm going to keep it fairly short and sweet today. And I'm going to go back and slowly get through my to-do list for the day. And every day this week, I'm going to maybe revisit this passage for myself and in the coming days. It's not all up to me. God will bring me the means, the people, the reminders, the energy, if I will come to him first and calm all of the storms and all of those things that rage in my head, those earthquakes that are in my head, those oceans roaring and foaming. Be still. We've got this. All you ever really have is right now. The future is not a thing and the past is not a thing. All we ever have is now. So if you're like me and you're like trying to control all of that and hold it too tightly, say a quick prayer, breathe it in, like be still and know that you're a God. No, you are not God. God is God. Oh, that's so funny. Yes, but it's true though. That's what I do. That's when the anxiety and my brain turns into an earthquake, is when I believe the lie that I'm God and it's all up to me. So maybe tomorrow I'll be coming to you from somewhere in Tennessee or Georgia. And then on Saturday, the beautiful state of Florida, I am going to have peace, or I'm going to do my best to have peace. I'm a human, so you know how that goes. But I'm learning day by day to be a new way, and you can too. And you've got help. You don't have to figure it out on your own. This whole world out there about self-help, that's the hard way. The easy way is to get on board with God's way and let him help you. He's the creator of it all. He knows a thing or two. You can trust him. All right, look at this. I bought a new little tool, a little selfie stick, and that's also a tripod. My son ordered it for me. So it'd be fun to try new things. It's all fun. He's got you on a big adventure called life. You can be strapped in, buckled in, put your hands up and go, woo, I'm ready. Let's go. All right. I will have a great trip, and you guys have a really blessed day. I hope you take time this weekend to, wherever you are, to give yourself a break, have some self-care, be still, have a little Sabbath time, if not a whole day. And in this world that we live in now that seems so topsy-turvy and unpredictable, God is still God, and he will be honored. We know the end of the story, friends. So that means you can relax a little bit and just be held. All right. Love you. Bye.